Welcome back everyone, my name is Echo. Today's video is a brand new episode of the Minecraft 1.3 Q&A series. I actually have a little bit of information from Helen in regards to updates and what's going to be happening with the next couple of updates. Because remember, last week I told you the beta is completely changing. Every single update we get now for Minecraft, the Bedrock version, it's all going to start off as a beta for Android, Windows 10, and of course, Xbox. Now, before we jump into that, I do have another PO box to open. Thank you all so much for sending me things, letters, gifts, and more. If you guys want to send me anything, the PO box is down below. So let's start off by opening this, because this one, I believe, has come from Europe. This one isn't from the UK, and it's not from the US. So thank you very much, guys. I appreciate everything you send. Anything that is sent to me via the PO box will be opened in a dedicated video. So let's read this one out. So this one is only a small one. It says, "Hi Echo, I love your channel. I would like Survival Island Season 3. Thanks. Now bye. Have a wonderful day. You're my favorite YouTuber." Thank you very much. The only sad thing is, guys, whoever sent me this hasn't put their name on it. So I really don't know who it's from, but if this is from you, thank you very much for the kind letter. I appreciate all the fan art, I appreciate all the letters, so thank you very much. Let's jump straight into today's episode. Starting with the information coming from Helen Angel. For those who don't know who Helen is, she is our community manager. She's very active on Twitter, but at the moment, even more active in the Minecraft Discord. She commented this today, saying, "Yes, I come bearing news. So my first is an apology. Things are going to get a little weird and a little wild in the beta testing, and you may get a build whose release is fairly far out, or not, depending on how good or bad it is. And some of the beta builds may be very broken, and some may be very good. The next beta build will be 1.2.5, 1.2.4 will not have a beta. It's all the bugs, fixes we couldn't fit into 1.2.3. So if you missed my video last week, every single update we get from now on will start as a beta. The beta is no longer just for the special updates 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. It's for every single update. So that's the information I wanted to share with you. Of course, the beta is only accessible for Android, Windows 10, and Xbox. It's just to make sure that they can fix the update a little bit more, because they've started to release updates which bring new bugs. For example, the lighting one. So the first question we have in today's video is coming from Stormy Knight. Q&A, you mentioned that you did not like the biome scale in the Minecraft Bedrock version. Do you think the developers will add fine balance seed and the biome scale options that were in Xbox Minecraft to help with this problem? Absolutely love this question, and yes, I have actually talked to Microsoft, talked to the developers and said, you need to change the biome scaling. Now this will be a feature more than likely in the future, and for the people who have never played the console editions versions of Minecraft, one of the greatest features that 4J ever introduced to the game was the new seed options. The terrain on the Bedrock version, the generation, is absolutely awful. I know so many of you have traveled like 20,000 blocks just to find a specific biome. So I do hope the generation changes. I do think it's going to change. And for the people who don't know, the Bedrock version generation and terrain is based off Minecraft PC 1.8, which is why some of the Minecraft PC seeds work on the Bedrock version. But love that question. Thank you very much. The next one says, do you guys think the Super Duper pack will work on all devices? I don't think so. It requires high-end phones or tablets, MCPE, and PC Windows 10, also Xbox One. Now, I have talked about this in the past, but this guy had 7 thumbs up, which is kind of why I answered this question. Guys, if you agree with somebody else's question, be sure to hit that like button on their comment, and I'll try and answer the ones that are more favorited, because that means you guys want me to answer it. So the Super Duper graphics pack will make it to more than likely most devices. It's going to be just for the Bedrock version. It's not happening for the console editions, unfortunately. It's being coded for whatever code base the Bedrock is in. Now, I don't think it's going to make it to every single type of device. Like your old iPhone 2, 3, 4 probably won't be able to handle a Super Duper graphics pack. Now, some devices are going to struggle with the Super Duper graphics pack. There's probably a ton of you out there now that struggle without even having a texture pack enabled. So I do think there's going to be different options. Maybe like low, medium, and high resolution. The high resolution being for the likes of Xbox One X, which I believe is what it's mainly going to be developed for. So I do think it's going to make it to most devices, but unfortunately, probably not all of them. Just down to the super duper graphics pack is going to be very, very like high end. So that's kind of my answer to that question. The next one from Slime Place says ECKOSOLDIER Q&A. Is it just me or the lighting in Bedrock version and PE is broken? So I've answered this last week, but I'm talking about it again because they never patched it in the 1.2.3 update, which really, really annoyed me. There is a terrible lighting bug on the Bedrock version. Now you can turn off smooth lighting to kind of fix it. This will be fixed. It's just a bug. They introduced 1.2.2 and then they introduced a bug. They fixed bugs and then brought more bugs. So I wouldn't worry about that. It is just a bug issue, but it is really annoying. Just turn on smooth lighting for the time being and you'll be fine. Trust me. The next one says, that's nice and all, but when we getting fairness with minecart XD? This had 15 likes up, so you guys wanted this. I believe this is never going to be introduced. I think Helen Angel actually said they removed it from the game because it really doesn't have any use. That I could be wrong about that. I'm not even entirely sure if they removed it from the console editions, but apparently nobody uses it. Like, do you guys ever use the furnace minecart? If you did, let me know what for, because I don't do redstone, so I never really had the chance to say, yes, it's a good feature. No, it's not. So please let me know, guys, in the comment section. The next one says, I really hope when they add the leave without saving, they will make it so it comes up, are you sure you want to leave without saving? Because I know I will delete a lot of my builds in my world. This also had 11 likes up. So basically, it has been confirmed in an up-and-coming update. We're going to have the option to leave your world without saving. This is also a console edition feature. That was fantastic. I used to use it when taking like thumbnail pictures. I could fly around and then take the picture, then leave, because then it wouldn't switch to survival or creative, and then I wouldn't lose the achievements and stuff like that. So I really hope that they do introduce this and bring a warning screen up. I do think they will introduce a warning screen. That is a very, very common thing in most games today. Are you sure you want to make this option? No, yes, etc. So I wouldn't worry about that. They should have that covered. But yes, leaving without saving is finally coming to the Bedrock version. The next one says, if the capes is going to introduce to your custom skin. So basically, are capes going to be introduced to custom skins? Now, there has been no clarification if there's going to be a Minecon cape this year. Remember, Minecon is changing. Minecon Earth is no longer you go to the venue. Like, for example, you don't go to London, you don't go to Paris, you don't go to America, because I think it was in Anaheim. It's all, like, based around the world. Now, this was actually asked towards Jeb, saying, hey, are you guys going to be introducing capes? And he said, yes, if we can kind of find a way to do it where a lot of people can enjoy it, but we don't want to introduce capes if... He just basically said that they want to introduce capes only if it fits well. I would love to see a Minecon Earth cape. Maybe they could have like an Earth on the back of it. So, as for introducing a cape to your custom skin, that's never ever been a thing on the Bedrock version. That's always been for the PC players. If you went to Minecon, you actually got emailed a cape and you were kind of like this special group of people who actually got to go to Minecon. For the Bedrock version and console edition, we always got skin packs, which kind of sucked because the skin packs means that you were only Steve, you were only Alex. There was a couple of glitches, and I did bring you guys a couple of tutorials on it, on how to get around it, and they removed it. So why can't they see that everybody wants to have custom capes? Will it be a thing? I hope so. I would rather spend $5, $10 on a capes pack, non-skins, just the capes itself, that I could put it on my own skin, and I think you guys would definitely agree on that. Let me know. Be sure to hit that like button. So the next one says, when will Minecraft get its own mods, and when will Infinite Worlds be introduced to Sony players? So I'm going to start off with the Sony question. Sony don't have the Better Together update. They don't have the Bedrock version. Sony declined the offer from Microsoft with Minecraft being cross-platform play. Will it be introduced in the future? We really don't know. In the meantime, you guys are just going to enjoy the console edition version, PS3, PS Vita, and of course, PS4. As for the modding, this is going to be a very, very big thing for the Bedrock version. So Minecraft PC modding is absolutely huge. It's fantastic. If you compare the Pocket Edition mods compared to the PC is all the way up here, and Pocket Edition is all the way down there. Now, the developers are working on API modding, which is basically what the PC Java version has. So in the future, the Bedrock version will be like the PC, if not better. But this is going to take a long time. You're not talking like 1 week, 2 weeks, 2 months. You're talking like a year. This is a long, long time. So next year is going to be very promising for this version of Minecraft. The next one says, Echo, I'm with you. Pineapple doesn't belong on pizza. I like you, Trevor. Also, do you think they'll add the ability to upload your world created so others can download it? Not the Minecraft store. Like a free variant that's just regular people like myself can just upload a world they create and download someone else's. So, Roger Carpenter talked about this. Roger Carpenter said they want to introduce map sharing for the Xbox version via a USB. If they can't do it via USB, they're going to find another way. So yes, map sharing for the Xbox One version, more than likely Switch, will be a thing, but they haven't figured out how to do it because, of course, with USB support comes like complications. People could upload bad things, break your consoles, and so much more. So there's a lot more to take into consideration rather than them saying, yes, go and mod, go and share your worlds. At the moment, you can share Xbox One worlds, but you need to have a realm. You need to have Windows 10 as well. So that's kind of really annoying. Tweety commented saying, do you think we are getting shields, spectral arrows, and the 1.9 combat? Will it make it to the 1.3 update? I asked this because the only thing we are getting in it so far is the texture update, amplified stuff, and custom flats. That's a little bit boring. Most people say they love it when an update have new items like me. So I have some sad news. It has been confirmed that shields will not make it in 1.3. Now if shields aren't making it, more than likely the 1.9 combat's not going to make it. There is still a possibility of spectral arrows though. Spectral arrows, there's a lot more complication behind them. It's the same for the console editions. They also don't have spectral arrows because they cause a couple of issues. Now I know it really sucks that we're not getting massive amount of changes, but to be honest with you guys, I would rather them slow down on features, focus on bug fixing the game a lot more, and then introduce features. I feel like we definitely need to focus on massive bug fixes. I feel like we're getting that many features that even more bugs are being introduced, and it's taking a long time for them to be fixed. Like fishing. There was a massive problem with mending and fishing, getting the XP, repairing your item. That took like 2 months to fix, and I reported that a long time ago. So there's that many bugs. They need to slow down. I don't want any feature updates anytime soon, so that's kind of my opinion on that. But guys, going forward, we will get massive amounts of updates. And remember, Minecon Earth is going to reveal something very awesome. The next one says, after all this bug fixing, do you think it would be possible to download older versions of MCP on the marketplace from 0.15 to the latest? I think it would be amazing and kind of nostalgic too. I love this question. I would love for this to be a thing. The only downside to this is that Minecraft Pocket Edition, the console versions, we don't have a launcher like PC. Because PCs are so high-end, it's so much easier to have a launcher that gives you options to older versions. If we did have a launcher for Pocket Edition or the Bedrock version in general, it would be a massive amount of file sizes. I would love this to happen. Do I think it's going to happen? More than likely not, because I know so many of you would love to go back to the older updates just to see how far Minecraft has come along. Ending today's episode with the last question from It's Jay saying, I hope the developers add the third-person view button, not in settings, in-game properly. Dude, thumbs up for that because I fully agree with you. If you go back to the older versions of Minecraft, Pocket Edition, on the top left, we had a button which would change your view. They put it in settings, which has no use whatsoever. It's so annoying. I don't know why developers don't believe us when we say we need this introduced to the game, because for the PvP aspect, for the Pocket Edition players, it's really, really, really difficult to see who's behind you. You're not going to pause, go to settings, and then go back. So, love that question. I do agree with you. Thank you, everybody who left the questions down below. We had over 400 comments. I try and pick out around about 10 to 15 questions that I haven't answered before. If you have any more questions for the Bedrock version, 1.3, 1.4, or any question at all, leave it down below and hopefully I'll be answering your question next week. I'll keep you all updated as much as possible, as much as I can, as I have for the past couple of years. I've been Echo. Have a great day, stay beautiful, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!